Hello, Gaz. Hello. Welcome to Solihull Moors, Damson Park, the home of the Midlands-based team. It's Solihull Moors against Morecambe today. Both teams still looking to get some impression on the season so far. Morecambe looking to put that run of 4 successive defeats behind them as well as they go on their travels again today to a Solihull team who won for the first time last week at Boston United. They were struggling themselves, so much so that they first to sack the manager this year, Matty Taylor. Went after just a few games to be replaced by James Quinn in a temporary measure, and he got them off to a winning start last week when their striker Jacob Wakeling scored twice in the win at Boston. A much needed win for them. Morecambe, they could do is starting getting back to winning ways as the manager Asfir Singh Johal comes onto the pitch, clapping the Morecambe fans who've made the journey today to our left hand side and across from us. It was absolutely gorgeous when we got here about 2 hours ago, but it absolutely heaved it down. Now it's dark clouds, it's the floodlights are on already, but it's sunny as well on the far side. So a typical English summer's day here as Morecambe will try and get us back to some form of normality. They had that 4 successive defeats. They've conceded quite a few goals in the process. Something today will be really, really handy for them. They've gone for 3 changes from the side that lost at Borehamwood last week. Graham Edwards and Jan Songo unfortunately out after the injuries they picked up in that game. Mo Sangari drops to the bench as well. But in comes Jack Nolan for his first start for the Shrimps on the right hand side to replace Graham Edwards. Ben Williams and Paul Lewis are also back in the side. So it's Archie Mayer in goals. We think it's 4-5-1, but it could well be 4-1-4-1 with Aziz just behind the midfield. But Mayer in goals, Conte, Franchilette, Cisse and Williams at the back, Nolan, Lewis, Kane, Aziz and Tollett in midfield, with Musquay up front for the Shrimps. On the bench today, and Alfie Scales, the young keeper, Harry Paniatu, Tom Tweedy makes his first appearance, notably for the Shrimps after his signing on loan from Burnley. Michael Campbell, Mo Sangari, Joe Nuttall and Daniel Aguero, the man who scored the winner in the first game of the season against Altrincham. He's back on the subs bench as well. So Solihull Moors then, they've got no change from last week after that win. Former Morecambe keeper Laurie Walker is in goals for them. They've got Rutherford, another former Morecambe player, Alex Whitmore at the back, Nicholson and Green. Midfield 4 is Stevenson, Clark, Osborne and Warman. And up front they've got 2, Creaney and Wakeling, who scored those 2 goals last week after making the move from Peterborough official, and he'll be looking to bag some more today. So Morecambe then will have the kick-off. They will attack the goal from left to right. Immediately goes back to Miguel Aziz, looks to float the ball down the left-hand side for Ben Tollett, who's on that side today. Nolan, I think, will be on the right after making the move from Gillingham in midweek as well. A few more signings for Morecambe, not quite ready to make the squad as yet. George Thomas is here today, as is Lewis Payne, who signed last night, the right back who used to be at Southampton. As the ball bangs around in midfield and Franchilette clears. It's not the best of clearances, the ball comes straight back, so Franchilette will try and knock it away for safety. Indeed he does. Stuck out a long right leg. It's going to be a throw-in on the right hand side for Solihull Moors, which will be obviously a long one. Bradley Nicholson is going to take. They're in yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks today. Just tries to make the ball less slippy after that downpour before the game. Nicholson with a long throw. It is long as well. It's headed away near post by Cisse. Tollett looks to get it under control and clear down the left hand side. Musquay is the lone striker for the Shrimps, and it's going to be cleared with a diagonal ball. Conte just got the wrong side of his man. It looked offside but not given. Ball bounced into the Morecambe box. It's a shot saved again by Archie Mayer's legs. Good first effort there from Dean Creaney. It looked offside again all the way. The Morecambe bench not happy with that one, but Dan Creaney had the shot 2 minutes into the game, and Archie Mayer, as he's done so often this season, saves really well with his legs. So 2 minutes in, the first chance, it fell to Solihull Moor. and it fell to Dan Creaney, but a good save from Archie Mayer, the Morecambe keeper. But just conscious of that offside flag that didn't come, because it looked pretty clear to us. We're pretty level with it here in the press box, but it wasn't given to Morecambe. Happy to go back to Cisse, into Aziz, the man who looked to try and set play up as the ball goes back to Mayer, just to check himself to get onto his left foot. So Mayer chips it forward looking for Tollett, but it goes out of play, so it'll be a throw in again on the far side. 2 minutes gone, well, nearly 3 here at Damson Park. It's Solihull Moors 0, Morecambe 0. Listen to online commentary, bbc.co.uk Sport. Look for the games online in the National League. We'll try and get you the coverage from nearly every Morecambe game, home and away, this season, as Morecambe enter the National League, looking to make some headway and back on the football field. At least we're talking football again now after a pretty horrible summer for everyone involved with the club. Nolan gets it for his first touch of the Shrimps on the right side, on his left foot, cuts inside, it loses out to Cameron Green, and Green will try and get it back. He does. Fanchelet will cover, Green will cross. It's a good cross as well, comes to the far post. Williams, it's in the side netting again. Morecambe's problems coming down this right hand side. Conte totally off it so far, not helped there by Nolan, but a lovely little cross to the far side there from Cameron Green. The ball ended up in the side netting. Perhaps should have been better. It was a good chance for the home side, and they've had 2 of them already in the first 4 minutes of the game, which tends to point that the Morecambe defence is still looking pretty vulnerable. This time the shot came from Wakeling, who scored twice last week, as Morecambe will look to attack, but it goes up with the keeper, Laurie Walker, who clears long. Franchelet knocks it down for Nolan on his left foot, back to Conte. Franchelet in his own 18-yard box, squares it to Cisse. There's a high press there from Solihull. I presume if they've watched the Morecambe videos, that's what they'll be looking to do, because I noticed Morecambe, the new manager, try and play out from the back. Aziz into Kane. Kane will try and spread it wide right to Nolan. Cameron Green will pick the loose ball up into midfield, and Solihull have it across the back four. Cameron Green again, long ball forward. Franchelet lets it run through to Archie Mayer. All in white, the Morecambe keeper today. Kitman's nightmare, I think, is what Liz said. The white goalkeeper's kit. As Mayer clears, left-footed, headed down by Alex Whitmore, one of the 2 former Morecambe players in the Solihull ranks. Lewis as well there, finds Jake Kane to Nolan. Nolan chips it forward. Sangari lets it run to Lewis. Lewis does well. Looked to the left hand side for Tollett. Back to Williams. He's got Aziz to his right and uses him. Aziz to the left now for Tollett, but it's a poor ball from Aziz. It's easily cut out by Wakeling, who steams past Ben Williams down the right hand side. Continues his run. Crosses to the near post. Archie Mayer should collect, and does. He's going to roll it out quickly to Nolan. Nolan midway inside his own half, looks for some movement ahead of him. Back to Conte. He's got that left leg strapped up again. Hesitates too much. Archie Mayer hesitates. Nobody really collects it, and it's put into the top of the Morecambe goal. Again, panic in the Morecambe defence. Conte is nowhere near the pace of this league so far. He left that for Mayer. It was never the Morecambe keeper's ball, and in the end it was a bit of a gift for Dan Creaney, and thankfully for the Shrimps, he's missed it. That's 3 great chances for Solihull already. Thankfully they've not taken them. He lofted that ball onto the roof of the net with Mayer and Conte panicking, and Morecambe lose it again. Shot again from the edge of the area. Thankfully again over the bar. Morecambe give it away as they try and play this out. 7 minutes gone. Morecambe could be 3 down. This time the effort came in from Jamie Osborne. String of chances for Solihull already. As Mayer clears, looking for Nolan. Nolan looks for Conte. Conte, that's better, finds Kane. Nolan. Under the challenge of Osborne, finds Aziz. Aziz into Kane. Kane knocks it down the left for Williams. That's a lovely ball. Williams plays it forward for Tollett. That's nice football. Tollett into the area, looking for Musgrave, but cut out by Alex Whitmore. Corner to the Shrimps. They look so much more comfortable going forward than they do defending. So the first corner of the game, 8 minutes gone. Miguel Aziz will take from the left hand side. Right footed then, it'll be an in swinger. Nobody at the far post really, everyone's coming near. Franchilek can't get there, it comes back though to Aziz. And then it's lost by Nolan, but the ball will come out again to Warman. Chance to cross into the area. Onto his left foot. Good block though by Jake Kane. Good defending from the midfielder. Jacob Wakeling tried to get the shot in and goal. Osborne looks for the free ball. Comes back out to Cameron Green down this left hand side. Morecambe having to find the shape again. Green into Warman. Crossed, far post, free header over the bar again. Jacob Wakeling this time heads over from another good cross from the left hand side. That's 5 chances in the first 9 minutes of this game for Solihull Moors. Morecambe's defence is absolutely nowhere to be seen. Solihull could easily be 3 or 4 up by now. Shocking going defensively wise for the Shrimps as Walker clears long. Franchilek, and the flag comes up on this occasion. Didn't really look offside that one to me, but the linesman's flag goes up. Aziz into Paul Lewis to Cisse. Archie Mayer, the keeper. He's seen plenty of the ball already. Made one good save in the first minute of the game with his legs. The ball finds Musgrave in midfield. Musgrave uses his strength to Aziz. Aziz into Kane. Tried to find Conte, but comes off Green, but it will be a throw into Morecambe. So it'll be a throw into the Shrimps right in front of the Solihull Moors dugout. Raheem Conte looks to take. Needs some movement ahead of him. Not much coming, but he finds it in Aziz. Aziz into Nolan. Back to Aziz. Square it for Williams. He's got Tollett to his left as well. Williams to Tollett. Tollett will cut onto his right foot. Squares it to Conte. Back to Aziz. Poor ball is behind him. Aziz to Cisse. Turns to go forward. Goes all the way back to Archie Mayer. Mayer to Cisse. Down the left hand side. Into Paul Lewis. Lewis knocks it down the line for Tollett. Overhit though, but it will be a throw in to Solihull. 11 minutes gone. Solihull Moors 0, Morecambe 0. I'm not really sure how, to be fair. After such a good start from the home side, they had several chances already, but they've only tested Archie Mayer once with a shot that he saved well with his legs. Morecambe launch it forward, looking for Jake Kane. That is not a great one, but Cameron Green clears well. Conte into midfield for Aziz. Aziz almost caught in possession, but does enough to find Cisse. And to Tollett down the left hand side, but Tollett's giving it away. Solihull will counter to the left hand side for Stevenson. Squares it to Osborne. Shouts of shoot from the home fans. Jake Kane does well to win that loose ball. Find Tollett. Tollett will attack down the left. Williams joins him, and Williams will cross to the far post for Nolan. Nolan will try and get there. Might have got there in a few weeks' time when he's had some training, but can't quite reach it as yet. But it's a throw in from Morecambe, deep inside the Solihull half. Just by the corner flag, in fact. So Nolan then looks for some movement ahead of him. Conte gives him something to aim for. It's straight out of play. It's going to be a Morecambe throw again, is it? No, it's a Solihull throw. Conte just followed it straight out of play. Bit of a nightmare start for the right back, which looks so far to have been a real troublesome position for the Shrimps. It's actually a free kick, whether it was offside, but I'm not sure how it could have been offside from the throw-in. I'm not quite sure what the decision is, to be honest, or how it's come about, whether it was a handball or a push. But somehow, free kick to the home side. Long clearance, it comes to Aziz into Kane. Kane turns neatly. Nolan to his right. Nolan looks for the long diagonal ball for Ben Tollett. It's a good ball as well. Tollett takes it. Has to go back though, not quite in his stride, but lovely ball from Nolan. Tollett into Kane. He tried to flick it on first time, but too much on it, too much rush. 13 and a half gone. Still Solihull Moors 0, Morecambe 0. But a torrid start for the Shrimps. Have just started to come into the game after that poor start. Yet to test Laurie Walker though in the home goal. And it's Walker who will clear now with a goal kick. Right footed then. Cisse can't get there, but Ben Williams can. Clearance is, that's a far offside. Indeed it is. Jacob Wakeling on that right hand side. Just cut out by the ball to him. Morecambe go back to May. Cisse gets it back. Looks for Musquay, but Alex Whitmore wins a header. And it goes back to Laurie Walker, the Solihull keeper. On his right foot. Musquay wants to challenge him. Clear long again. Conte again just watched it, and he's watching it again. He needs to clear it, clear his lines. That diagonal ball, if I'm Solihull's manager, he's going that direction every time. It's a throw in to Solihull. They've got this long throw in them through Bradley Nicholson, which he's going to use again. This time from the left. Nicholson then with the throw. He can get distance on it. We saw that in his first throw before. So Nicholson continues. It's a long throw headed down. Tollett though gets something on it, but only high rather than far away. Jake Kane then will try and find Musquay. He uses strength, and it's going to be a Morecambe throw, is it? Indeed it is. Did well there Musquay to hold his man off. Took about 5 minutes for the linesman to make his mind up where the throw was going, but Aziz, that's lovely, nice little touch. Looks to spread the ball left. He could be a player, this lad, Aziz. Certainly got some qualities. Tollett into Musquay, looks for the 1-2. Musquay tried to find Paul Lewis with a run. Morecambe claim the corner, but not given by the referee, James Durkin. So we had Zach Kennard Kettle refereeing against Forest Green, the son of Trevor Kettle, and now we have Mr. James Durkin, the son of Paul Durkin, the former referee, of course. So it's a second ex-referee's son, which shows how old I'm getting to be covering Morecambe this year. The man in the middle today, as Walker clears long from the ground. Cisse's the wrong side of his man. The ball will come through to Wakeling down the right hand side. Cuts onto his left foot, puts in a cross, but Franchula heads it down. Nolan does well, finds Kane. Franchula is the centre half, making the run down the right hand side. I'm not convinced I'd be wanting to do that after the start Morecambe have had. He might need to go back to his centre half role to stop everyone panicking. As Cisse gives it to Aziz, he turns really neatly in midfield and spreads it to the right for Nolan. Now can Nolan take on Green on his left foot? Has to cut inside, but they've doubled up on him. The ball comes forward for Solihull. Dean Creaney went down under the challenge of Franchilette. So it's a foul and a free kick to Solihull Moors. 17 and a half gone. Solihull Moors 0, Morecambe 0. In fact, they've been a bit quieter the last 8 minutes or so after that frantic start. And Solihull knock it across the line for Whitmore down the right hand side. It's going to be volleyed forward by James Clark. Kept in plays it, and the offside flag now comes once it's kept in play. And it'll be a free kick to Morecambe now. This goes back to Archie Mayer, onto his left foot. Mayer. Back to Cisse. Cisse down the line. Tollett just chests it down. Paul Lewis tries to knock it forward. Laurie Walker again has it. The Solihull keeper all in orange today. To Whitmore. He's going to go to his left now. To Bradley Nicholson. He's happy to go back to Walker. He's going to have to clear first time and does. Left footed. Franchilette takes the bouncy ball on his chest and does a nice little ball for Tollett to his left, central. Tollett thinking of his shot. Came off a Solihull player. Will it bounce for Musgrave? It won't. But a good effort from Tollett. It was heading goalwards. Walker, the keeper, having a bit of a disagreement with Bradley Nicholson. But it's a corner to the Shrimps. First corner of the afternoon for Ashvia Singh Johal's team. So left wing corner then, which Nolan will take. Nolan on his left foot. Looks to the far post. Walker gets something on it. Jet came back into the area. And it's put wide, I think, by a Solihull defender. Walker's not happy with the linesman for something. I don't know if he's claiming a foul, but it wasn't a foul. But it's certainly another corner for Morecambe. 20 minutes on the clock. Aziz then with the Shrimps' second corner. From the left. We'll swing this one in to the near post. Doesn't beat the first man though. Which is always pretty criminal from the coaching manual. Throw into the Shrimps. To Aziz. Always wants the ball, Aziz. Gets it back off Cisse. Williams to his left. Happy to go back to Cisse. For Williams. Morecambe go back to Mayer. Into his left foot. Into Aziz. Aziz can't lose possession there. Franchilette didn't give him much of an option. But he finds him eventually. Into Conte. And Conte passes blindly back to Franchilette. It's better for Morecambe. As Tollett loses possession, the referee gives a foul all down that left hand side. James Clark judged to have fouled Ben Tollett. Not totally convinced myself, but it's a foul to Morecambe. Cisse into Jake Kane. He's found some space in midfield. Now Conte makes a run to his right and he's found. Nolan runs ahead of him. Conte finds him, that's better. Nolan, can he square it into the area? He can. Musgrave got there, but it comes off a Solihull defender. That was nice from the Shrimps. That was a nice move. Corner again. Third corner in quick succession. And Musgrave almost got the finishing touch there. But good defending. There's Nolan then with a corner. Again, doesn't beat the first man. And it's volleyed forward. Williams will pick it up for the Shrimps. Chips it down the right hand side for Nolan, who takes it nicely onto his chest. Nolan skips past one way, skips the other. Looks to get a crossing with his right foot. Wanted the corner, but didn't go on a play. And now Solihull will try and clear, but Nolan, that's a foul against Nolan, surely. As the ball's scrambling around, Osborne and Nolan battle for it. That looked a foul on Nolan all the way by Osborne. It's a throw into the Shrimps, taken quickly by Nolan to Conte. Aziz. Got Williams to his left. Williams trying to urge Tollett to go forward. Tollett just held his line. And maybe that's where the manager wanted him, but in the end it's a poor ball from Williams. It's quite an easy pass for Tollett if he found him, but he didn't. And it's a throw-in to Solihull. Deep inside their own half, is it? Well, did it come off a Solihull play? Indeed it did. It's a throw-in to Morecambe. Must have been deflected off a home defender. And the Shrimps have a throw-in again. Williams again takes it into the feet of Tollett, but not the best of balls. And Solihull can clear their lines. And that came off Cisse. It'll be a throw-in to Solihull. Just inside the Morecambe half on the far side, the right-hand side. To this very compact press box once again. Solihull happy to go back to the right hand side for Clark. Morecambe hold a very high line, which I'm not convinced is working for them in this game. Nice little 1-2 there, but Jake Kane read that well, chips it forwards, but too much to ask for Nolan, so it goes back to Nicholson for Solihull. Left to Clark, into midfield for Green. As Solihull pass it around neatly, and that's, if that's not offside, it's a free run goal. Again, Morecambe caught out by that really high line. Creaney, he's in on goal, wants to pull it back, but it's a poor ball from Creaney. And then chance for Osborne to pick up the loose ball. Chips it forward, Franchulette can't get there. Osborne can. And that was far too easy again. He chipped it through the Morecambe defence. Nobody really picked up the loose ball, and he ran right onto it once more. And he stabbed it under Archie Mayer. 25 minutes on the clock. It's a goal that's been coming. It's a really good individual goal from Jamie Osborne, but so many questions. One from the high line originally, Morecambe claiming for the offside, which didn't come, but from there Creaney made a bit of a mess of it, but then Osborne picked it up and produced a really neat finish. Stabbed it through the middle of the Morecambe defence and then beat the keeper to it to put it under Mayer. And it's Solihull Moors 1, Morecambe 0. Osborne with a goal on 25 minutes. Well, nobody can argue that hasn't been coming. But just as Morecambe were really getting into the game, they give it away with that high defensive line. It's made it far too easy, really, to set the chance up for Solihull. And Ashby has seen Joe Howe's team have it all to do once again. Kane back to Franchulette. Conte to his right. Conte swaps a 1-2 with Nolan and knocks it forward for Musquay to run onto it. It's a nice ball from Conte. Far post! And Paul Lewis somehow hasn't put that in the back of the net. It's a lovely little football from Conte to Musquay to set up Paul Lewis, and he's missed an absolute sitter there, the Morecambe midfielder. I don't know how he's missed, really, but lovely football from Conte and Musquay. And Paul Lewis, hang your head in shame, really. 6 yards out, he was at full stretch, but you can't miss those chances. And Morecambe could have had an automatic equaliser a minute after Solihull had taken the lead. But Lewis, I don't think he's scored for the Shrimps as yet. Made an absolute mess of it. But every credit to the approach play. But now it's Solihull approaching down the right hand side. Just too much on that, I think. The idea was right from Wakeling down the right, but just too much pace on the ball. So 27 gone. Solihull Moors 1, Morecambe 0. Bit of hope though from the Shrimps. Going forward, they're looking decent. Defensively, they're absolutely all over the place again. And Solihull have taken advantage. And they win the flick on there. Cisse into Aziz. Aziz looks for the crossover ball for Nolan and finds him. Nolan to Kane. Kane chips this down the left, but it's cut out the diagonal ball. And Solihull play about with it from the back four. Whitmore with it diagonal. Morecambe want the offside, and they get it on this occasion. Again, they're holding that high line. But if Solihull play it every time, 4 out of 5 times, they might get one, might get the offside flag, but the other one occasion, it sets them up nicely. Cisse into Lewis. Just gives it away, Paul Lewis. Again, gives it away far too easily, far too quickly, far too often. Paul Lewis. They should have scored for the Shrimps a few moments ago. Now this Cisse has it, looking for movement ahead of him, and gives it away again. It's an easy pass. Slop it. Solihull go back to keeper Walker, who clears right-footed and long. Williams lets it run out for a throw-in to the Shrimps. Well, I say lets it run out, but he may well have slipped on that far side through that crowd of bodies. Williams then to Aziz, back to Cisse. He's happy to go back to Archie Mayer. Hasn't got the pressure on him now. Solihull are leading. They don't have to press that much as it stands. So Mayer into Lewis. He finds Aziz. Aziz, that's a lovely ball again from Aziz. He is quality, this lad. Tollett down the right for Nolan. Nolan looks to take on Green onto his left foot. Nolan, kill it! What a goal! What a goal! Half an hour gone. Jack Nolan shows what he can do. Cuts in from the right onto his left foot, and he curls a beauty into the top right hand corner of the Solihull goal. Laurie Walker, no chance whatsoever. Half an hour gone. It's Solihull Moors 1, Morecambe 1. Jack Nolan with a goal on his debut for the Shrimps. Well, that was a belter. Jack Nolan cut inside onto his left foot and curled a beauty over Laurie Walker in the Solihull goal. Top right hand corner. No chance whatsoever for Walker. And it's 1-1. After Solihull could be 5 or 6 up the early stages. But here goes that crossfield ball again, which nearly caught the Shrimps out. Nolan into Paul Lewis. Lewis finds Williams down the left hand side. Williams runs up the Solihull defence. He's got Tollett to his left. Tollett looks to get to the edge of the area and then just runs straight into a defender. Gives it a bit of a waste there from Ben Tollett. Morecambe had people moving forward. Long ball again forward, looking for the striker Creaney, but it goes out of play. It'll be a Morecambe throw. Cisse will take. Cisse then gets it back off Williams, who took the throw in. Cisse back to his keeper, to Mayer. So 3 goals from Morecambe this year, 2 of them moving absolute belters from the wing. Gwyn Edwards against Forest Green, and that one from Jack Nolan. As the ball is loose, but Solihull get it back to Walker, who clears left-footed. Creaney battling with Franchulette. Comes to Kane, but Kane tries to turn past Nicholson, but Nicholson does well, stands up tall. Cameron Green will pick it up. That came off the Solihull defender, so it will be a Morecambe throw. On the right hand side, just inside the Solihull half. That's given Morecambe a lift. 32 gone. Solihull 1, Morecambe 1. Aziz has his shirt pulled. Referee lets him play on though. And the ball breaks to Cisse. He's got Williams to his left, if you can find him. And does. Williams Then gives it away, ran straight to that defender again. Now, Solihull could look to counter once more. Just Creaney up front, but Morecambe push forward. Again, that high line, just inside their own half, and the ball behind looking for Creaney, but actually may have read that well. To Cisse, into Aziz. Aziz has Franchilette to his right. If he wants to use him, he does. Franchilette, his ball trying to find Conte, but cut out there by Wakeling, who's moved to the left hand side now, as Conte will take the throw. Aziz comes short, gives it back to Conte. Franchilette back to Mayer. Easy passes for Cisse and finds him as he runs towards the Solihull half. Into Paul Lewis. Lewis will chip this forward, looking for Ben Williams. Williams will keep it in. His cross is cut out by Whitmore, but Aziz can't win the ball on the edge of the area. Box to box Aziz, but Solihull come out of it, and it's squared to Cameron Green. Morecambe need to get that defensive shape again. Green back to Nicholson. Lewis, I don't know what Paul Lewis is playing out there. That's just a shocking ball. He's been awful today, Paul Lewis. There was a chance there for Morecambe to set something up, and he just aimlessly launched it forward. And it comes through to Laurie Walker. What a waste that was. Walker then clears, right-footed to the right-hand side. Williams gets the wrong side of his man, really. Poor defending from Ben Williams on this occasion. Franchilette wants it to run through to keep him Mayer, but there's time. Mayer, Franchilette asks for it back, but Mayer's going to knock it to Cisse to his left-hand side. Cisse's got room to run into. Chips it forward, looking for Musquet. Musquet will challenge. It's going to come off the defender Rutherford, and it's a throw into Morecambe, taken quickly by Tollett. Lewis gave Tollett a bit to do, but he gets it back to Cisse just inside the Solihull half. Cisse, that's pretty aimless as well, easy for Nicholson to cut out, and Solihull have it in midfield, but Aziz picks up the loose ball as well though. Aziz, and then given away again by Morecambe. Just a lack of quality at times, and if the manager wants to play this type of football, he just needs more care on the ball, I think. So Solihull have it down the right hand side. Aziz as well to cut it out, throwing to the home side. As we take a bit of a break, both teams just a chance to get their breaths, tend to go to half time. The throw is short, finds the scorer, Osborne. Squares that to Nicholson. He's got Green to his left. Finds him. Green looks ahead. Goes into the midfield for Wakeling. Goes back to Nicholson, into Osborne, the skipper. And that's a foul, I'd say, by Aziz on this occasion. Indeed it is, says the referee. As Nicholson squares it to the right hand side for Solihull. Rutherford comes back low to Clark. Clark knocks it down the line. Morecambe want the offside flag, and finally it comes. Keep pushing Solihull. They keep pushing that Morecambe back four, which looks a bit flat at times. That's going to have to go back again. The ball was moving, so free kick to Morecambe. Cisse back to Mayer. Gives it back to Cisse. Cisse into Aziz, but few options there, but to give it back to Cisse. Cisse into Aziz, he's got space. Squares it to his right for Kane, just inside the Solihull half. That's nice. To Osborne, to Nolan. The shirt being pulled, but it comes away with the ball and squares it to Cisse. Can run into space again. Williams to his left. Happy to go back to Cisse, into Kane. Kane's first touch wasn't the best, gave him a bit to do. Kane back to Cisse under pressure, so it goes back to Archie Mayer, the Morecambe keeper. Mayer to his left, to Cisse. Into Paul Lewis. Cisse again. Needs some movement really. There's not a lot of it. Conte makes the move. Goes back to Mayer. He's going to have to take the ball into his left foot, into his stride. Finds Aziz. Now can Morecambe set something up? Nolan's free down the right, but Aziz finds Kane. Kane to Nolan. That's good. Lee Tomlinson doesn't look too happy, but looked good to me. Into the area. Beating away. Aziz on his right foot looks for Kane. Kane left foot. He's going to take a deflection off Nicholson, but good football from the Shrimps again. Jake Kane's effort. Good defending from Nicholson. So it's a corner for the Shrimps. Good football again. Going forward, they do look like things are beginning to gel a bit. Defensively, well, perhaps we'll save that for another day. Corner then, which Nolan will take on this occasion, so it'll be a left-footed outswinger. Nolan then raises two arms. 38 gone. Puts this one to the far post. Franchilette heads it back. Comes back to Aziz. He thought about the shot first time. It'll try it second time. Curls it. But over the bar from Miguel Aziz. See what he's trying to do. But on this occasion, well off the target. 39 gone. Solihull Moors 1, Morecambe 1. BBC.co.uk sport online here. Across the world in the National League as Kane gets it off Musquay. Nolan again to his right hand side. Nolan is left footed, going down the right hand channel, looks for the overlap from Conte, which comes, but then he cuts in on his left. Goes one way then the other. Needs some support. Gets past his man, does well there Nolan. Into Conte, does it? Just came off the back heel of a Solihull defender as Osborne goes back and it's chipped forward. Franchilette gets the wrong side of his man. Werman will nut that down the line, but Archie Mayer should collect. It's on his right foot, which he doesn't really want it, but then just casually drags it onto his left to the ironic cheers of the Morecambe fans behind the goal. Morecambe have it again now. Ben Tollett will chip this forward for Williams, but it's a poor ball again from Tollett. He's not really got into this game. He's got scope. He's got freedom down that left, but he's not really proved decisive as yet. And they're throwing to the Shrimps, who've bossed much of this game since a torrid first 10 minutes or so, and then going behind to Jamie Osborne's clever little effort on 25 minutes. It's knocked forward from Musquay. Keeps it in play. Can't stay on his feet really, but he's done it in the end. Back to Cisse. To Musquay. Tried to play the ball down the line for Lewis. Again, the idea was right, just too much on it. Goal kick it will be then for Boreham Wood. That was last week though. Goal kick it will be for Solihull Moor, which will be taken by Laurie Walker. Right footed then. Walker clears. Gets decent distance. Goes over Franchilette, but Cisse picks up the loose ball. Franchilette knocks it down to Aziz in midfield. Aziz to Kane. Kane to Musquay. That's nice by the Shrimps. This is nice. Nolan. As Kane making the run ahead of him. Nolan tries to find him and does. Kane will chip it into the area, but it's good defending from Solihull. But again, nice football going forward from the Shrimps. Much more impressive going forward. Conte looks for Nolan to his right and finds him. Nolan again will take on his man. Let's try and get into his left foot. Conte's with him. Gets it back into Nolan again. Back to Aziz. So Aziz has a run and goal. Squares it to Cisse. Got Tollett to his left. Tollett then, can he take on his man? There's two defenders around him. Tollett gets past one. tries to get it into the area. Almost got there. Mistakes by the Solihull defence. But then Cisse gives it away. And now Solihull will look to counter. This is where Morecambe look their most dangerous, when they're on the attack and they lose out. And Ben Williams just fouled there. Thankfully. It's a shape out of possession that is a worry. In many ways for the Shrimps. As we approach the 43-minute mark. Solihull Moors 1, Morecambe 1. Cisse, the Morecambe skipper today. Back to May. May clears, looking for Nolan, but Cameron Green read that well and heads it down the left-hand channel. Now the ball's knocked on. Chance for Solihull to run and goal. Conte's the wrong side of his man, and it's put in the back of the net. Conte, the wrong side again. Wakeling runs through on goal, and that's a gimme. Another gimme from Morecambe. They're on the attack. Just took 2 balls across a flat back 4. Wakeling had a free run and goal, and he slots the ball under Archie May. Raheem Conte absolutely nowhere to be seen again, the right back. This is a real issue for Morecambe this year, this right back position. Conte didn't get there. Jacob Wakeling did. He makes it 3 in 2 games for him. And all that good work from Morecambe to get back into this game and to be on top is undone by an easy ball over the top. 43 minutes on the clock then. Solihull Moors 2, Morecambe 1. Poor goal to give away for Morecambe, because they were on top. They started the game terribly, they got into it, and then just far too easily open up at the back. Conte the wrong side of his man again, and he stabs it under Archie May. Exactly what Morecambe didn't want. And they look set to go into the break behind. Musquay goes down too easy now. Ball down the middle. That would have been easy as well, but luckily for Morecambe, it hit the back of Woolman's heel. Otherwise, he would have been free on goal. As the Shrimps, the defence, which hasn't looked great all season, has looked decidedly dodgy again this afternoon. As we look to see how many minutes there will be added to this first half. There shouldn't be that much, I wouldn't have thought. We've not seen a physio on us yet. Conte skips past 2 or 3 challenges, and then that's Warman wins the loose ball. There's going to be 2 added minutes then of extra time in this first half. Not quite sure where they've come from, to be honest. No physios, no substitutions, but we're 15 seconds into that now. Can Morecambe press? Cisse tried to find Williams. It'll come to Paul Lewis. Lewis onto his right foot, curls an effort. That was on target. Better from Paul Williams. Force a save from Laurie Walker. But it'll be a corner to the Shrimps. Can they get back straight back into the game? Nolan's corner then. Short to Aziz. Back to Nolan. No, that's nice for Kane. Leaves it for Aziz. Aziz into the area. Looks to square it, and Morecambe trying to walk it into the box, really. Clearance, which Archie May picks up, the keeper. Almost by the halfway line. Conte to Williams. Can Morecambe get it in the box? They've got a minute of this half to go. Again, Aziz squares it, and Nolan can't quite reach it. Again, he can't be fully match fit. Jack Nolan. His first action of competitive football this season. He has been in the PFA pre-season training, like a few others, I think. But it's a throw-in to Solihull. They'll be happy to see the clock run down. And the 2 added minutes there will be in this half. We're into the 20 seconds till that's up. Nicholson's throw comes off Conte. Cisse back to Archie May, who'll clear long. Whitmore should win that header. Heads it down. Franchulette. to Conte. Conte looks for Musquay. It might come to the far post, but it's good defending in the end from Rutherford. It almost got to Ben Tollett. But there's the half-time whistle. It's Solihull Moors 2, Morecambe 1. And a great start for Solihull. They could have had 4 or 5 goals in the opening 5 minutes, but a good save from Archie Mayer and some bad misses from Jacob Wakeling and Dan Creaney before they did take the lead on 25 minutes through their skipper Amy Osborne, who flicked the ball through the middle of the Morecambe defence and ran onto it himself to stab it under Archie Mayer before Morecambe came back with an absolutely superb goal from Jack Nolan on the half hour, cut inside from the right hand side onto his left foot and killed a beauty past Laurie Walker into the top right hand corner. That came after Paul Lewis missed a golden chance for the Shrimps, and after Morecambe were on top for long periods, but they were undone again. 43 minutes gone. The ball came through down the left hand side. Morecambe defence caught flat footed, and Jacob Wakeling was able to run through on goal and stab the ball under Archie Mayer. So some good signs for the Morecambe going forward. Defensively though, they remain a bit of a shambles. And half time here at Damson Park, it's Solihull Moor 2, Morecambe 1. Welcome back to Solihull Moors and Damson Park as myself, Derek Quinn, looks to bring you this second half here of this National League game between Morecambe and Solihull Moor, which the home side are currently leading 2-1 after an interesting first half where Morecambe, to be fair, could have been 4 or 5 down in the first 10 minutes after a great start from the home side where Morecambe were so far off the pace. Then they came into it until Jamie Osborne gave them the lead on 25 minutes, and Morecambe scored, and 5 minutes later through a debut goal from Jack Nolan, a lovely goal it was too. But then 2 minutes from half time, the Shrimps defence, which has looked shaky all afternoon, was caught out once again, and Jacob Wakeling made it 2-1 to Solihull Moor going into the break. So Morecambe got it all to do again in the second half as the ball spreads left to Ben Tollett, who just waited for it, didn't get there. Solihull will chip it forward. Ali Cisse will knock it towards the Morecambe front two, but again Morecambe don't collect the ball. Jamie Osborne picked it up for Solihull, and we'll go back to Alex Whitmore to Rutherford down this right hand side, gets past Tollett, shares a nice little 1-2 with Warman, and Solihull playing the ball out neatly from their own defence. Morecambe having to press early, a minute into the second half. Solihull Moor 2, Morecambe 1. And Solihull play out from the back, some nice little stuff. Morecambe pressing as Rutherford comes inside, finds Warman. Cameron Green to his left. Morecambe again look a bit flat. Nolan's going to have to defend now. The score of Morecambe's goal, a good goal it was too, as Cameron Green gets it into the box to Osborne. Osborne back to Green and into Warman. Warman looks for the cross with his right foot to the far post, and Ben Williams just about got enough on that to head it wide for a corner. Good start to the second half for Solihull Moor. A minute and a half into it. They've had all the possession so far. I don't think Morecambe have touched it as yet. But it's Solihull Moor 2, Morecambe 1. First corner of this second half then for the home side. Their second corner of the game. No changes from Morecambe then, so it's still Mayer in goals, the back four of Conte, Franchilette, Cisse and Williams, with Nolan, Lewis, Kane, Aziz and Tollett in midfield, and Admiral Musquay up front as the corner will come in. A right wing corner, looks like it'll be left footed. Warman's there, goes short lob to Osborne, and Osborne will square it into the box, comes to the far side. Rutherford did get there first, but Morecambe did clear. Didn't get the possession he wanted on it, or the force of the shot that he wanted. There's Green on the diagonal again. Conte can't get there, loses man. Cisse then just gives it away. It's a shocking ball from Cisse as it comes to Gearing down the left hand side. Crosses, but that should be easy for Archie Mayer. Indeed it is. Ben Williams looks the obvious man to give it to and does. Williams then to Tollett. Back to Lewis. Lewis under pressure from Osborne, goes back to Cisse, into Aziz. Back to Mayer. Aziz will get it back. They can run down the middle. Big ball Aziz, and that's a good ball for Tollett. Now Tollett has Lewis ahead of him, finds him. Paul Lewis is onside. Can he cross the far post? He can. It's a shot from Nolan again. Musgrave's there, and he's not offside. Admiral Musgrave, a tap in. That was poor defending from Solihull on this occasion. But Tollett did well, crossed to the far post for Nolan. And Nolan's cross is put into the back of the net by Admiral Musgrave. His first goal for the Shrimps. 49 minutes on the clock. A well-worked goal it was too. Credit to Tollett, credit to Nolan. But Morecambe are back on level par. Admiral Musgrave with the goal. A tap in. I did look to see if he was offside, but there were players around him. But a nice little pass back from Jack Nolan, who scored one and assisted the other. Next game on again now. Solihull 2, Morecambe 2. Admiral Musgrave with that goal for the Shrimps. After they'd hardly really touched the ball in the second half. But a well worked goal. The manager will be happy with that one. Osborne takes the kick off. Musgrave and Rutherford have a nice little wrestling match. But Musgrave, I think, was entitled to try and get to the ball. Rutherford was blocking him off. But he's pulled up by the referee, Mr. Durkin. But 6-1 doesn't have the surely. It's a free kick to Solihull then, just on the halfway line. Cameron Green, left footed, looks like diagonal. Franchi let volleys forward. Nolan into Kane. Can Kane knock it to his left? He can for Williams. Williams got Tollett to his left and finds him. Tollett past one into the area. Ben Tollett onto his right foot. Cameron Green with a block. Again, nice counter from the Shrimps on this occasion. Good defending from Solihull, but it's a corner to Morecambe. Right wing corner then, it will be for Aziz to take. Aziz then doesn't leave it though, he leaves it for Nolan. He chips it to the edge of the area. Williams will head it down, but can Aziz win that loose ball? He can't, but he'll pick up the second ball. Keeps his cool, goes back to Raheem Conte. Conte right footed. Good diagonal ball for Nolan. Nolan down the line for Kane, who continued his run in front of the Morecambe fans there. Kane will cross this. Header! Goal! Musgrave again! 2 goals from Admiral Musgrave. This time the cross came in from Jake Kane. Musgrave got ahead of his man. 52 on the clock. 2 goals in 3 minutes for Admiral Musgrave. And it's Solihull 2, Morecambe 3. With Musgrave's second. That's what Morecambe have been looking for as a forward. Someone to get on the end of things. And that's exactly what Admiral Musgrave has done. Headed home. Jake Kane's cross. After good play from Tollett again. And it's turned around. It's Solihull 2, Morecambe 3. 52 minutes into the game. Well, that's better for Morecambe. And that's the sign of a good finisher from Admiral Musgrave. The first one was a pretty easy tap-in. The second one was a quality header from Jake Kane's cross. Great start to the second half from the Shrimps. And they are ahead. As Whitmore clears long. And Conte gets his head on it. It'll be a throw-in to Solihull down the left-hand side. 52 gone. It's the case now. Can the Shrimps, can they hold on? If they can defend a lot better than defended in the first half. As Nicholson will take the long throw then from the left-hand side. Gets some on it. Whitmore is cleared by Ben Williams. Musgrave, is that a foul? Referee says no. Well, it does in the end. He said no at first, but then he gave it. So it's a free kick to Solihull. About 10 yards inside the Morecambe half. Referee tells them to go back a bit. Suddenly life's brighter again for Morecambe. As the free kick will come in, pretty central from Worman. Whitmore's there, he's free at the far post. Alex Whitmore, and he gets it. Follows it back across the area, but nobody was picking up Alex Whitmore. I think he was offside. Indeed he was. But again, just a warning sign for the Shrimps at set pieces. To pick up the man. As Archie Mayer takes a free kick. Squares it to Cisse. Cisse will knock it long from Musquay. He'll be full of confidence now, Admiral Musquay. He can't keep the ball under control. Throw into the home side, which Rutherford will take. Rutherford takes a few yards down the line. Warman knocks it into the midfield. Conte will clear long. It's over Musquay's head down and runs through to keeper Laurie Walker. 55 gone. Solihull Moor 2, Morecambe 3. Walker then will take in front of the bouncing Morecambe fans. It's a long ball forward, but it's going to go straight through to the keeper Archie Mayer. He's not going to pick it up. He's going to have a bit of time. And now he's going to roll it to Cisse to his left hand side. Cisse into Aziz. That's a lovely turn from Aziz. He's a baller, this lad. Kane, that's nice football through the lines. Kane will get it back off Nolan as well. Edge of the area. Kane will cross. Musquay, can he get there? Just too far ahead of him. Tollett will try and win that loose ball, but it's good defending on this occasion. Little square up there between Stevenson and Tollett. 6-1 after the other. Referee will just tell us to have a little chat. It's over now though, really. Tollett says there's nothing there, referee. Referee just has a little chat. But that was a lovely move from the Shrimps there. Nolan to Kane, Musquay almost got on the end of it. As Rutherford takes the throw for the home side. Williams wins a header, but it goes high rather than far, and Nolan in midfield. Pull back, surely. Indeed he was, says the referee. Free kick to the Shrimps. They can take a bit of time now. Lee Tomlin having words with the fourth official. These two dugouts are miles apart from each other, so the fourth official's quite away from both benches. So it's quite nice for fourth officials as the ball comes into Musquay. Whitmore wins a header. Goes back to Walker. Jake Kane will try and chase it down as Stevenson knocks it down. Again, now chance for the round side. Mayer doesn't come. Good save though from Mayer. He kept his cool there. Archie Mayer. He did break free to Wakelin. And I was a bit worried that Mayer didn't come, but he knew what he was doing there, Archie Mayer. And he made a good block, the Morecambe keeper. But again, Morecambe caught down that left hand side. Mayer saved well. 57 gone now. It's Wakelin again, down that left, but Franchilette got something on it, and it'll be a throw-in to the home side. They don't go long this time. Comes back to Osborne. Osborne tries to break his way into the box. Conte will chip it forward, but Nicholson gets there ahead of Musquay, and Aziz picks up that loose ball, finds Franchilette, back to Mayer, who clears first time. Tollett can't get there, but Rutherford can't either. But that's a good ball from Whitmore down the right hand side. Ben Williams recovered well though to block Stevenson's cross, and it'll be a throw into Solihull Moors. 58 minutes gone. Get your breath back. It's Solihull 2, Morecambe 3. 2 goals in the second half for the Shrimps, but a long throw coming in now for the Shrimps to defend, and Nicholson will take. The number 6 puts in his throat into the danger area, but headed away by Cisse. Tollett now, that's a shocking ball from Ben Tollett. There was 3 against 2 there. Holds his head up in his hands. That's a long ball forward. That should be offside, surely. Indeed it is. As the long ball came from Walker through Chikrini. But Ben Tollett there, what a poor ball that was. Morecambe would have been through. As a free kick to the Shrimps then. Cisse goes back to Archie Mayer, the keeper. To Franchilette. Just closing the pace down. Musqua's come for the ball. Come deep, Musqua. Looks for the 1-2 of Aziz. It's a poor ball from Aziz on this occasion. I think Aziz looked too keen to get the ball. Wakeling down the left hand side, but Aziz looks to win it back and does. Kept his cool, wanted to get the goal kick, but it came off him as well. And it's a corner to Solihull Moors, their 3rd corner of the game. Worked hard there Aziz to get back into that position. He tried to find Musgrave with a 1-2, gave it away and left the Shrimps open. So an hour gone. Left wing corner for Solihull. There's bodies free in that box. It's going to be a left-footed outswinger though from Warman. Warman plays it low. Little training ground routine, but comes back to Warman. This time he chips this one into the box. Headed down, and it's in the back of the net. Nicholson with a header. I think it came off a Morecambe defender in the end, but Nicholson or Whitmore are going to claim it, but I think Nicholson is going to get the credit for the goal. But again, it was too easy. Came into the box. It was lofted rather than direct. Archie Mayer didn't come to claim it, and Nicholson headed it through a crowd of bodies into the goal. And a goal fest once again with Morecambe. They've conceded 3 once again. And as good as they are going forward, they've been awful defending wise. And this could be any score, this. As Bradley Nicholson, I think, will get the goal claimed to him. 6 goals already. I think it was a Warman cross. So it's still more Solihull 3 now, Morecambe 3. And I tell you what, there's more goals in this. I will be surprised if there's no more goals. That's good play from Creaney, holding it up. Jake Kane looks to come back. Blocks it off Warman. Now, could be a crossfield ball coming, but Jack Nolan read that well. He gets past once, nice bit of skill from Nolan. He's had a good debut. He'll be tired though now, I would have thought. He'll be coming off pretty shortly. Maybe, but he's making an impact, so maybe not. As the ball goes back to Franchilette, to Conte, to his right, 62 gone. Solihull 2, Morecambe 2. Mayer into Franchilette, looks for that long ball forward, but Alex Whitmore should cut that out and head it down to Nicholson, the goal scorer. Nicholson's clearance only finds Conte though, chests it down, then loses possession. And Solihull take the free kick quickly. Now Morecambe are short at the back. Warman with a cross from the left, but Cisse gets the first touch on it. Aziz to Conte. And Nolan will try and work his way down the right hand side. Conte just caught by Warman. So I think that'll be a free kick to the Shrimps. Just inside their own half. Indeed it is. 62 gone then. BBC Radio Lancashire Sport on BBC Online, as most of the National League games will be this season. You can get them through bbc.co.uk on the sport channels and through BBC Sounds. As Aziz into the area, tried to thread it through to Lewis. Did it come off a Solihull defender? It did. As there's a huge rainbow to our far side. Can Morecambe find some gold at the end of it? They've got a corner now. Their 7th corner of the game. So Aziz has Nolan short if he wants to use him. But right-footed then Aziz. Nolan leaves him. Aziz into the danger area. Headed away though by Solihull. Tollett will try and keep it in play on that far right hand side. Goes back to Conte. Look for a decent cross. Conte then into the far post, but Lewis can't get there around Cameron Green, but that came off the Solihull defender, did it? But referee says no, and it will be a goal kick. And just a few seconds maybe to get our breath back, as Laurie Walker will take this goal kick. As I take a picture of the rainbow, I often see that at football. So Laurie Walker then with a goal kick for Solihull Moors. 64 gone. Clears long down left hand side. Conte wrestling with his man. Wakeling wants a free kick. He's not going to get one. Conte almost got the wrong side of his man again. As Franchlet has it. Comes out from defence. Looks for the movement ahead of him. And then gives it away. Morecambe just cannot keep giving the ball away like that in dangerous positions. It just allows Solihull to set up a run down the left hand side. Free header, offside. But that all came from Franchilet's lazy pass. It goes straight to Archie Mayer, but thankfully offside. And thankfully for Franchilet anyway, spares his blushes. Aziz into midfield for Jake Kane, who finds good pockets of space. Kane, nice ball to the right hand side for Nolan. Nolan will take on Green. Gets into the area. They're trying to have a shot! And he wants a corner. I don't think it was too far away. Not really behind the ball on this occasion, so we couldn't really see, but good effort from Nolan. As he drops his shoulder onto his left foot, fires in a cracking effort. But it's a goal kick again. So Walker will take. 65 gone. Long ball forward again. Cisse can't get onto it. It's not down that right hand channel. Ben Williams should see it out, and Osborne wrestles him to the ground there. That was a bit naughty from Osborne, but the referee just comes over. And then he stumbles into Williams, who's not taking the bait, which is good from Williams, because he could easily have done. Referee, I think, should have had a little chat with Osborne there, but nothing from Mr. Durkin. Williams into Aziz and gets it back to Cisse. Into Aziz. Just stumbles a little bit, but gets it back and knocks it to Franchilet. To Conte, to his right. Franchilet gets it back, which is a bit of a worry, bit of a concern at times. Looks for movement ahead of him. Jake Kane comes short, but goes to Conte. Into Nolan, who's been a real bright spark. Jack Nolan. Franchilet. Ben Williams threatens to make the run in the diagonal. If Franchilet can find him, that's a better ball. If Williams can get there, that's good defending on this occasion from Stevenson. And there's a bit of wrestling there. And the foul goes against the Solihull Moors man. Creaney, much to the disgust of the home fans. Again, 6 of one, half dozen the other, but the referee gives it against Creaney. And it's a free kick to Morecambe. Looks like there's going to be a sub at some occasion for Solihull. As Morecambe take the free quick shorts. Cisse looks ahead of him for some movement as he tries to find some space, but Cisse can continue his run. That's Tollett to his left. Tollett then onto his right foot, closed down, back to Cisse, to Williams, into Tollett again, down the left hand side. Williams, Tollett onto his right foot, he kills it, that came off. Alex Whitmore, he was heading towards the target, good defending from Whitmore. It's going to be another corner for the Shrimps. Good effort though from Tollett. 68 gone. Corner again then to Morecambe. Comes into the area, but not really convincing as Solihull clear, and Conte lets Aziz, can't get there. Wakeling will have a run on goal, but Ben Williams read that really well again, the Morecambe left back. But has to give away a corner as we get to see the first sub of the game. It's going to be Shem Whitehall for the home side. He'll take his corner first, I think. 69 on the clock. Solihull Moors 3, Morecambe 3. End-to-end game. Osborne will take them, the skipper. Scorer of Solihull's first goal. Deep it goes. It looks like a foul. Looked like a push on Paul Lewis from Whitmore, but not given as Jake Kane will clear long. And it will be a throw-in to the home side, who might now take this opportunity to bring on Whitehall as the fourth official puts up the board. So it's going to be Stevenson coming off, Whitehall coming on in the 69th minute, and he's going to go straight up front, I think, and he's going to probably go on Raheem Conte and give him something to think about again. So throw into Solihull, Rutherford to take down this right hand side. Ben Williams should cut that out and does, heads it into the midfield area. It comes back though to Cameron Green on the left hand side for Solihull, chips it forward, but Archie May should be able to gather that quite easily, and does. And kicks it out to Aziz. Aziz into Lewis. Lewis back to May. Left footed forward from Musgrave, scorer of 2 of Morecambe's goals, and then Paul Lewis gives it away again. Of course he does. Throwing by Rutherford, and Solihull go back to their keeper now. Walker chips it to the right hand side, but it's too much on it. Tried to find Creaney, but it'll be a throw into the Shrimps. No sign of a Morecambe subbers yet, with 70 minutes gone. Williams into Aziz. Franchilette looks for support, has to go back to Cisse to his left hand side, so Cisse now space to run into. Got Williams to his left on the touchline. Nobody's really wanting the ball. It's a poor ball from Cisse, and it's a poor ball from Williams. So now Morecambe in trouble again for their own making once more. Osborne looks the ball down the left hand side, but Conte read that on this occasion. Picked it up. Furthest man back into Aziz. Knocks it to his left for Cisse. 72 gone. Spending on Moors. Solihull Moors 3, Morecambe 3, with 18 to go. Morecambe have it in midfield. Musgrave, scorer of 2 of the Morecambe's goals, to Aziz. It's going to find Nolan. Good ball down the right hand side. Nolan gives it away, loses it out to Cameron Green. Now Green will break free. He's got the legs onto Nolan, but Nolan does come back and cover. I think he'll be shattered, Jack Nolan. And he did really well there because Solihull gave it away. It'll be a throw into the Shrimps on the far side. They're told to go back a few yards. Could well be a sub soon. Ashvia Sinjahal just asking Ian Hutton, the fitness coach. And Tom Tweedy, the on loan Burnley man, who we've not seen yet either. He comes off the bench for a little warm up, as does Harry Panayiotou, with 18 to go. Tweedy for Nolan may well be a sub you could make like for like, as Kane gets it down the right hand side after a good little ball from Nolan. Nolan onto his left foot, puts in across the danger area, but Paul Lewis made no challenge for it. He went straight through to Laurie Walker. Walker will clear long. Cisse does enough to get the ball ahead of his man into Aziz. Aziz squares it to Nolan. A good little outlet there for Aziz, Jack Nolan. He's on the crossfield ball for Tollett. It's headed by Rutherford, but to Lewis. Tollett again into Kane. Tollett gets the 1-2 back. Down the right for Conte. Conte, can he take on his man and get a crossing? Goes to the cross, but it'll go for a corner. Good attacking play again then from the Shrimps. They've had plenty of corners today. I think this could be the 10th. Nolan breaks free. Cross into the area, but it's headed away by Solihull. But Ben Williams will pick it up. He's got Ben Tollett with him. Tollett gets it. He's got a man around him, but that's a foul, is it, on the edge of the area. The Solihull player pleads his innocence. Jacob Wakeling, but it's a free kick. In a dangerous position for the Shrimps here now, if they can make the most of this. Just outside the area to the left hand side. Miguel Aziz is the man over it. 74 gone. Solihull 3, Morecambe 3. Jack Nolan comes along to help him. Lee Tomlin from the sidelines. I think he's telling one of the two to go away. It's Nolan and Aziz over the ball. They're both looking at the bench. So then, Aziz with his right foot looks favourite. He could do lay it off sideways to Nolan, but Aziz does to Nolan. Nolan left footed, makes a real mess of that one, but it might stay in play. Jake Kane. Comedy of errors there really, but Tollett onto his left foot, shoots! Hit a Morecambe player, I think, from Ben Tollett. Hit Musgrave right in the stomach, I think. Aziz will shoot! Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Miguel Aziz! 75 gone, 25 yards out, and Miguel Aziz struck that as sweet as you like with his right foot. Top left-hand corner, he celebrates with the Morecambe fans. It's Solihull 3, Morecambe 4, and Miguel Aziz with an absolute belter for the Morecambe midfielder. 14 to go. Can they hold on? Solihull 3, Morecambe 4. Well, what an effort there from Miguel Aziz. He let fly from 30 yards. Big keeper to his left out. No chance for Walker, and Aziz has enjoyed that as he makes it 4-3 to the Shrimps. A 7-goal thriller so far. The thing is now, can Morecambe hold on and defend for the next 15 minutes or so? But what a goal that was from Miguel Aziz. Shore up the defence now. Could well be the order of the day for the Shrimps defence, because this game is far from over. 76 gone. Solihull Moors 3, Morecambe 4. Alex Whitmore clears long, headed down. Franchilette gets something on it, and Aziz will knock it forward. Looking for Musgrave, but Nicholson will win it. Comes to Whitmore. Rutherford to his right. Rutherford has to go back to Whitmore. Tweedy and Sangare has to warm up, as Osborne is caught in possession. Is he by Jake Kane? And Osborne comes out of it again and plays it down the left hand side for Whitehall. It's a good cross. He's on offside. It's not given. Saved by Mayer. It looked offside. Second into the area, and it's put in the back of the net. Well, there's the answer to the question. Morecambe can't hang on. It's Solihull Moors 4, Morecambe 4. Wakeling again with the goal. The close range tap-in. And what is it with this Morecambe defence? Conte caught out once again, but that looked way offside originally again as the ball came forward. Aziz having a word with the fourth official, but I cannot believe that flag didn't go up. But within a minute of going 4-3 up, it's now 4 each. Wakeling's got 2 again for the home side. The cross came in from Whitehall. It was caught free. Conte absolutely nowhere near him once again. An absolute liability at right back is Raheem Conte. And now it's game on again. The lead lasted barely a minute. The Morecambe manager furious that the offside flag didn't come up, and the fourth official quite rightly sort of says, well, there's nothing I can do about it. As the cross comes in again from the right hand side. And now Solihull, I bet, will fancy the chances. But that will go on the debate for there. Two of the Solihull goals have looked spuriously offside. That one definitely looked offside. When Geary got the ball, his first shot was blocked by a good save from Archie Mayer. But there was Wakeling to put on the loose ball from close range. Mayer bowls it out to Aziz, into Jake Kane. Those two have looked good today. Kane has Williams ahead of him. If you could have found him. Tollett back to Kane. Kane spreads the ball out wide right to Nolan, who takes it on his stomach. Nolan to Tollett. Tollett just stops the play. Aziz thought about a shot again. Second one from Aziz. Good shot, good save by the keeper. Laurie Walker. Another shot on target from Aziz. I've run out of paper, to be honest, here on this one.
Laurie Walker showing his experience now.
Good save from Walker.
Dives deep down to the right hand side, gets his finger.
Corner again then to Morecambe, which Aziz will take.
On today. Another corner for the Shrimps.
Aziz and Nolan. Nolan will take this one. So Nolan then left footed with the corner. Puts this one into the dangerous area. It will come through to Jake Kane on the right hand side. Kane puts a cross into the box, comes to the far post. Doesn't quite reach Jack Nolan. Cleared. Archie Mayer of all people will collect. Clears into the area. Musgrave's offside, but it comes to Paul Lewis. Paul Lewis on his left foot. Can he get a second chance? Again, Paul Lewis doesn't make the most of it. It ended up being a good ball from Archie Mayer. Musgrave hobbling a little bit now as the ball is punted forward. Cisse doesn't really look convincing as he heads clear. Lewis fouled his man, but Wakeling down the right hand side. Rutherford looks to get past Williams. Rutherford gets past Williams indeed to the far post. And Nolan clears. Whitmore will chest it down. There was a foul earlier in the move, but the referee waved the play on as Whitmore then gives it away to Tollett. Now can Tollett make the most of that? They run at the Solihull defence inside to Paul Lewis. Lewis, oh, he's got to go off. Paul Lewis, he's absolutely atrocious, that man. Everyone else has been 6, 7, 8 out of 10. He's been a 4 at best, Paul Lewis, today. And that's another chance gone begging for the midfielder with a shocking ball forward, and Morecambe had a man over her as well. It's been a good performance from in many ways. Defensively it's been pretty poor. Conte at right back hasn't kept up with the pace, and Paul Lewis, I'm surprised he's still on the field, to be fair, as a double substitution for the home side then. So the first one we'll see Rutherford coming off and Bowen coming on with 8 minutes of normal time to go. And then Creaney is coming off for McFarlane to come on. Morecambe looking to bring on a trio of substitutes as Paul Winstanley looks to try and get on the field for treatment to Jack Nolan on that far side. He's waiting for the referee to call him on. Indeed he does. Time for a breather. A few gels, bit of liquid as Nuttall, Tweedy and Sangare looks set to come on for the Shrimps in this crazy game of football so far this afternoon. Just going It'll take me a long time to just read out the goal scorers, but Admiral Musgrave's got 2 for the Shrimps. He could well be coming off for Joe Nuttall. Jack Nolan might well come off for Tweedy on that far side, cramping up there, which is understandable for a man who hasn't played much at all. But he's had a great influence on the Shrimps this afternoon. With 83 on the clock, but there will be extra time now. We've had a couple of minutes for this stoppage and the substitutions, as Sangare, Nuttall and Tweedy all look to come on for the Shrimps. Nuttall will be the first, or will it be Sangare? Nolan is coming off, definitely. He gives the Shrimps fans the applause. So Musgrave is off to be replaced by Sangare. Score of 2 of Morecambe's goals. And pretty impressive up there today. So Sangare's on for him. Nuttall is going to be on for Nolan. Probably not in the right order that we would have done it in, but Tweedy will be on for. I'm not sure who Tweedy will be on for. I know who I would take off, but it's going to be Paul Lewis, as Tweedy is on for Paul Lewis. Gets the handshake from the manager as Tweedy moves on to the right hand side. Nuttall moves up front and Sangare into the middle of the park. 5 minutes of normal time to go. There will be some extra, I'm sure, but can someone break the deadlock here and turn an 8-goal thriller into a 9-goal thriller? Walker clears with his left foot as he wins a header. Might have to win a second one here, and does. Jake Kane does well. Tweedy and gives it away, and that's a foul there by Sangare. A bit of a robust challenge, says the referee. And it's a free kick then to the home side. And the ball goes long. Archie Mayer hopefully reads that well, and does. But Solihull know all it takes is a long ball forward from Morecambe, and you catch them out quite easily. As Franchilette clears long. Solihull win it again. 10 goals conceded in the last 3 games so far for the Shrimps. As again, space down this left hand side, Whitehall will cross. Conte blocks, but it will be a corner to Solihull. Their 5th corner of the game. So it's 3 at Boreham Wood, 3 at Forest Green, 4 today in the last 3 games to make it 10 conceded for the Shrimps. As this corner will come in from the left hand side. It's deep all the way to the far post. Alex Whitmore gets something on it, but it will be a Solihull throw on the right hand side. Nicholson, will he throw in one of these long throws that he's got? He will. 3.5 minutes of normal time to go with Nicholson then launching this long ball from the right hand side into the near post. Bounces down, but Aziz got there first. Ben Tollett volleys forward. It'll be a throw in to Solihull again. They could go long, but they'll go short, I think, on this occasion. So Clark takes it, gets it back, looks for a little 1-2. That's neat and tidy from Solihull. Clark will get it back, goes inside Ben Tollett and just lays it off. Cross from the right side to the far post. Too much on the cross, so it should go out for a goal kick. Indeed it does. 2.5 minutes of normal time to go. Franchilette gets it off Mayer, who knocks it wide to Cisse. Back to Archie Mayer. Mackay Campbell is told to strip off. the youngster. Franchilette then gets it off May. Happy to go back to his keeper. 2.5 to go. Cisse into Tollett. He's got to try and hold the ball up well, and does. And breaks down the left. Tollett does well. Looks for Ben Williams. Just a bit too much on it. Whitmore will knock it back to his keeper, Walker. And he clears high into the sky. It's knocked forward. And Solihull the chance now to counter again. Wakeling. Morecambe's defence is nowhere near again. Wakeling just has to check his run. Cuts inside. Shoots. Good save by May. And again, Franchilette's nowhere near for the rebound, but Archie May has kept his side in the game in the 89th minute. The defence was all at sea once again. It's hard to say how bad this defending has been. But 89 minutes gone, Wakeling through on goal, but denied by May. 2 good saves. Corner for the home side again. Right wing corner, left footed. It's going to the far post. May has it taken out of his hands really by his own player. The ball's not free. Comes off a Morecambe defender again. It's going to be another corner. A Solihull press for the last gasp winner. 89 gone. Left wing corner on this occasion. Be a right footed in swinger. This time comes to the far post. Archie May should win that, and he's fouled surely. Fouled, referee does give that, yeah. The ball came into the 6-yard box. Whitehall queries the decision, but not too many Solihull players do. A foul on the keeper. Thankfully for the Shrimps, as May knocks it short to Franchilette into Aziz. As we hit the 90-minute mark, Aziz breaks through and then overruns the ball, loses possession again. Now Morecambe could be in danger again. There'll be 5 added minutes. Wakeling down the right hand side. Wakeling on the overlap there. Crossed into the area. Missed by 2 players. Shot, left foot off the line by Aziz. The shot came in from Ben Warman, off the line by Miguel Aziz. You can't take your eye off this one. How Solihull have not scored 10, I don't know. But great defending from Aziz. Corner again for the home side. 5 added minutes there will be. It's hard to not see Solihull scoring. Cross comes into the far post again. This time it comes off a Solihull play. It will be a goal kick. But my word, what a game. 4-4. Solihull having 1 cleared off the line there, and 2 great saves from Archie May as Morecambe looks set to bring on Mackay Campbell. The Morecambe midfielder, and he's coming on for Ben Williams. The left back. Williams hobbles off then. He's got a cut to his right leg, which we can see from here. Let's see. High fives from his manager. Can Morecambe just calm things down now for a few minutes at least, and even hold on to this point? Because I'm not convinced they'll do that. Franchilette into Tweedy. Tweedy, first time ball, gives it away again. The frustration from her voice will be all clear to see because they're not doing the simple things right. This Whitehall passes it inside into the midfield for Bowen. Bowen down the line to Whitehall again. Whitehall will cross into the middle. Well cleared though by Jake Kane, who's moved into the left back spot. All pressure from Solihull. Well, it's been entertaining. This long throw is going to come in now. This aerial bombardment will continue. Nicholson then with this long throw. As Paniatu looks set to come on for the Shrimps. Nicholson gets some height on it. Either way, on into the edge of the area though. Shot comes in, and it's chipped towards the left-hand post. Tweedy. Oh my word, what's he done there? under no pressure, is giving it away for a corner. Tom Tweedy, and I can't tell you how bad that was. No pressure on him whatsoever, and he's knocked it straight out of play for a corner. 93 on the clock. The corners and the chances mounting up for the home side. Corner again, this one floats to the far post. Whitmore gets on it but heads it backwards. It'll come back to Osborne again, down the left hand side. He'll take on Tweedy. Tweedy gets something on it there, does well defensively wise on this occasion. Tom Tweedy. Corner again though. Again from the left hand side. Drilled in. May looks to get something on it. Tollett can't keep it under possession in his own box. Back into the area. Franchulette claims for handball. It wasn't handball. Stevens. Got them all sorts there. Spennymoor, Stevens, anything begins with an S. So Solihull will look to cross it. But should be Sangari will pick it up. And then it's a poor ball for Nuttall. There was a chance for Morecambe then to counter and keep it in play. And he made a mess of that. Cameron Green cuts inside. Morecambe making it so hard for themselves. Crossfield ball, but Conte will try and get something on that. Tweedy will knock it to Conte. Now, can he make amends for his defending down the right hand side? Conte. And he's hacked down. That could be the first booking of the game. It should be. For Osborne. He knew what he was doing there. The home skipper. And Morecambe have a free kick on the right hand side. Paniatu is set to come on. So he's going to come on for Ben Tollett, I think it is. Tollett will have to go off on the far side, I think. So Tollett will go off that side. Paniatu will come on. Be nice if he could make a contribution here in the 95th minute. The time is up now, really. There was 5 added minutes. Morecambe have a free kick. Can they score, or can, more importantly, can they not concede from a breakaway on this one? 95.5 minutes on the clock. Jake Kane then over the ball, as is Aziz. So Kane then left-footed as Franchulette and Whitmore try and fight for some space. Referee just tells them to calm it down. Franchulette's got his shirt pulled. So Jake Kane then clips this one in. Keeper gets it. It's cleared away. Conte clears it. I don't know what he was doing there. Just cleared it out of play, but it's the final whistle goes, and what's been a entertaining fixture. 8 goals. Solihull Moors 4, Morecambe 4. Hard to know where to start, really. Osborne made it 1-0 for the home side on 25 minutes before Jack Nolan pulled it back level on the half-hour mark with a lovely goal from the edge of the area. It was 2-1 to the home side through Jacob Wakely on 43, but then Morecambe scored twice in the space of 3 minutes through Admiral Wuskway on 49 minutes and 52. And then they pulled one back, the home side again. Nicholson scored to make it 3-3 from close range after Morecambe failed to clear a left-wing cross. But then Miguel Aziz with a fantastic strike on 76 made it 4-3 to the Shimps. But less than 90 seconds later, it was 4-all. Wakeling through again on goal to provide the finish after Morecambe failed to clear their lines. Wakeling almost added a third in the 93rd minute, but a goal line clearance from Aziz kept the score of a breathtaking game. Tough one to start, this one. It finished Solihull Moors 4, Morecambe 4.